What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. Welcome back. We're continuing our Road to Eeveelutions series. As I mentioned before, January is going to be a very special month. We got the new, I think it's called Prismatic Evolutions set that's coming out, featuring all the Eeveelutions in their terrestrialized forms. So for this entire month, I'll be opening up products that have Eeveelutions in it. And this time, we're going a little abroad, as I mentioned before. And we're going to be opening up 2 boxes of the Eevee Heroes, but in Korean. So in Japan, Korea, and I think China, they have this set called Eevee Heroes, where it's just a small little mini set that contains the cards from the essentially Eeveelution line. So you would have the Eevee cards in their VMAX forms, and what you can also get is the coveted Moonbreon card. And I think it's a little bit easier to get at least certain Eeveelutions. Getting the Japanese, Korean, or even the Chinese sets, just because I mentioned this before, Evolving Skies combines, I believe, 3 different sets into one. So the card pool is a little bit diluted. You have, I believe, Eevee Heroes, Roaring Skies, and I think another set. So you don't get like a concentrated card pool like you would have with Eevee Heroes here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this down into 2 videos just to try to keep them like more compact and, not have the runtime be too long. So hopefully you guys enjoy that format. We'll start off with one of the Korean boxes and we'll open the other one in the next video. So hopefully we get lucky. We can pull some Eeveelution cards. You know me, I'm a huge fan of Sylveon, and I really like the Sylveon VMAX. If I don't win the Moonbreon lottery, I'm hoping to at least get the Sylveon. So I'm going to pause the video. We'll switch angles and we'll get started. Okay, now we're back. So this is part 1 of our Eevee Heroes Korean box opening. With these, I'm gonna use the Dragon Shield Golds. I'm wondering if they're gonna make the dual matte ones, because I actually kind of like this shade of gold. I think it looks pretty nice if you ask me. A little bit glossy, a little metallic-y, so hopefully Dragon Shield comes out with the dual matte ones, because I think the dual mattes are pretty nice. But for now, let's use the regular Dragon Shield gold mattes. So let's get started. I think there's like, actually don't know how many packs are in here. These are kind of like what they call half boosters, if I remember correctly. So you're not going to get like guaranteed rates like regular boosters, just because, it's just like a mixture of the booster boxes. So I don't think rates are guaranteed, if I remember. But I still think these will probably have better rates than the actual sets. Well, you actually do get quite a bit of packs in here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. I think it's 30 packs. I don't know if they gave one extra, but I think there's only like 5 cards per pack. So we're going to get through these pretty quick. So let's get started. I'm actually curious what we can get here, and I'm actually curious what they look like compared to the English versions or even the Japanese ones. So, interesting. Okay. I guess this is just something that tells you about the card, or like what it does, the damage, and all that stuff. But it's really interesting. I didn't expect them to use the regular the Pokemon art. I thought they would at least have followed the Japanese ones. So let's see what we get. Forgive me if my Pokemon knowledge isn't that extent. It's been a while since I've actually played a game. So if I do miss one, just let me know down in the comments. I believe this is a Zorua. No idea what this is. Electrike, I think. Voltorb. And then I think this is an Aroma Lady. So yeah, these are going to be pretty quick, if I remember. 5 cards per pack. Pretty much, what you get in a half booster then. And I don't think there's anything special in terms of like, a... ooh, we got a first hit. Oh. So this was the promo Vaporeon that we got from those Eevee Hero tins. Okay, so they're in this. So I wonder if those other promo, like Alt Art Vaporeon, Vaporeon V, or like the Flareon, those three, I wonder if they're in this set too. Because if they are, I wouldn't even mind getting like a few of those. I actually have the English versions of the Vaporeon, Flareon, and Jolteon with their alternate arts. But with the prices being what they are right now for them, I'm just kind of like hesitant about cracking them. Because I actually kind of do want to get them graded. Because I know some of the cards are actually very hard to get as like a PSA 10. So, be interesting to see what we can get here. But yeah, my fellow Canadians, is anyone taking advantage of that the no tax season going up until I believe February, right? No taxes on certain items like, trading cards, food, all that other fun stuff. Let me know if you're taking advantage. I've actually been buying a few things. Ooh, this looks like a foil, or like a hollow Marshadow. And everyone else, what do you guys plan on doing for Christmas? I know it's right around the corner. I might have to work Christmas Eve, unfortunately, depending. So we'll see. But yeah, for me, not so much. It's gonna be hanging out with family. This is gonna be off topic relating to Pokemon, but I think I mentioned this before. Gotten into Commander. I built a few Commander decks. Actually played a few games today with my friends. So I actually kind of enjoy playing Magic just because that's the game I kind of actually like got into like playing other than like Yu-Gi-Oh. But for Magic and this other game I used to play, Force of Will, I actually did spend a lot of time going to locals, and I never knew too much about Commander back then. Always thought it was kind of weird, but my friends got into it and I'm like, oh, this is pretty fun. And looks like we got something. Oh, if only. This looks like a Umbreon VMAX full art. I will say, I thought the texturing would be a little bit different than the American, or like the English version, but it almost looks like it's the same. I don't know. I saw pictures of the the Sylveon VMAX, and looking at the Korean version, it looked a lot more glossy compared to the English counterpart. It almost looks similar to the like Japanese one, if anything. So I'm hoping if it is like, the alternate art, like the foiling and the design will be a little bit different. But I will say these cards feel a little bit different. And it's so interesting seeing that you only get like 5 in a pack versus like, the English you get like, I think like 13 or something like that. Zoomerl, I believe. Pikachu. Another Voltorb. I don't remember what kind of item that was. I think I might just have like a reference list or something in the next video just so I can actually like look off it and see what these cards are. Because I've seen these before, but I don't remember the Pokemon name. It seems like we're getting some repeat as well. Zoroark. I'm going to try to breeze through these. There are some YouTubers I've seen that would just cut the tops off and then just open all the cards at once. It is very efficient, I will say, just because, you can kind of go through everything. And I think if I do plan on opening more these half boosters in the near future, I might do the same thing just because, I can see it being kind of tedious just constantly ripping these. But since this is my first time opening, like, a Pokemon product other than a English one, and it's like Eevee Heroes, just trying to take it a little bit slow. Just look at the cards. The arts don't look that much different. Here's a Jolteon. Yeah, I think these are the ones that you get from the tins. Very interesting. But yeah, as I was saying, like, I'm just trying to take a look at how different the art is. I think what I might do is I might just start breezing through some of the cards. I mean, you get 5, but I think if you've seen enough of the commons, I'm sure you guys are just here for like the big hitters anyways, right? And, we're trying to see if we can have better luck with the Korean Eevee Heroes than we have with the Evolving Skies. But given the fact that it is a smaller set, we'll probably see a lot more repeats, just because it's not that many cards. But I still think like having a smaller card pool is a little bit better. I just don't know how the rates are, given the fact that, like I said before, these are all half boosters. So you're not guaranteed a certain rate of like super rares, alternate arts, and all that stuff like you do with actual booster boxes. And I will say, like, I'm kind of tempted to just buy more, just to try my luck to get the Moonbreon. But to be honest, I'd just be happy if I got the Sylveon instead. But I don't know if any of you have seen the arts for the new Eeveelutions, the terrestrialized versions. They don't look too bad, given the alternate arts, and it does look like they tried to like pay homage to the old Moonbreon because they have the terrestrialized version. I think standing under the moon or sitting under the moon with its terrestrialized form. But I think what I really liked about the Eevee Hero versions is, ooh, we got a alt art Sylveon V. You know what? I actually do have a regular Sylveon V. I wonder if I can find it, or not regular, but like an English version of it. Maybe I can find it, and then we can kind of like compare actually. So just give me a brief moment. Let me go take a look. All right. So I have the English version, and here's the Korean version. I don't think it's the glare, but I do honestly think the foiling is just slightly different. Don't worry, this one's in a perfect fit. It's very subtle, but I think the texturing is a little bit more prominent in the Korean version. So I'm actually not too upset about that, getting a Sylveon. But let's continue. That's pretty awesome. We can tally up what we get at the end. Looks like so far the hits have been pretty good. Just gonna put the English one back here while I continue this. So, Meowth, Pangoro, still don't know. Should be a Roma Lady. Don't remember that card. Sandagast? Something along those lines. Mawile, Zora, Meowth, Persian, and I thought that was a Blossom at first, but it's not. Again, I do apologize for not knowing the names. It's been a while since I actually kept up with Pokemon. I know, like, I've seen some videos where people, like, you know, test out people's Pokemon knowledge. At first, I thought I was good, but oof. Let's see, Rotom. There's a Pangoro, which is the evolved form, but Pandash, I think that's his name, maybe. No, not Manaphy. There's the Espeon. Okay, not bad. I wonder if there's a chance for us to get another alt art. But again, like, maybe I'll get lucky in this box, and then I just get nothing but duds in the other box. So I'm really curious how this works out. And I'm actually curious as well if we're going to get any duplicates. Whoa! A Sylveon VMAX full art. Could this be a sign, guys? Am I getting a Sylveon VMAX alt art after this? That's a Mup kit. This should be Electric. Don't remember what trainer this is. Pinsir. See, I do know some stuff. I do know some stuff. I'm actually curious why. Okay, maybe I know why. But a lot of TCG now, they have that little tab that you can just rip. Well, that you can just rip, you know? And I feel like sometimes it makes it a little bit easier for you to kind of open the pack versus like Pokemon, and I think even Magic, technically, where you kind of have to open it the old way, and then there's like chances of you kind of like, you know, possibly damaging the card. Not to say this method is kind of like, you know, foolproof, but I think it is a lot easier just because what I see is like they kind of do this and then all the cards are at the bottom. So you kind of have this huge gap of space that you can just kind of like cut through with some scissors. So, this was a Pokemon you can select in Pokemon Unite. I think Flor Eldegoss is its evolved form. I know that. There's a foil Raichu. Yeah, let me know in the comments anything that I missed or any names of Pokemon that I get wrong. I think at this point I've gone from like a fan to like a casual, you know. Here's a Voltorb, Meryl. I'm gonna assume it's Pandash. Ugh, I just don't remember this one. All right, we're on to our final 3 packs. Mudkip. Oh man, I remember the Esper, right? Scraggy. And then this should be a Love Ball, right? And then we have a Umbreon V. Okay. So far, new duplicates. All right. We're on to our final pack. Let's see what we get. So, got Voltorb, Zorua. It's not Magby. Oh, I don't remember what it is. All right, next video. I'm definitely going to have a list open just so I can take a look. And then our Marshadow as our last card. Okay, so looks like that's it for part 1. I will say I'm pleasantly surprised at what we got. We got a Umbreon V, Espeon V, the Jolteon V, the Vaporeon V, a Sylveon VMAX Full Art. I don't know if you're gonna see the detail in it with the glare of my my light, but you can see like there's a lot of texturing on it. Got a Umbreon VMAX Full Art, and then we have our Sylveon V Full Art. I just realized now that I don't know why I didn't notice this before, but I'm guessing it's just because of the text, but I just realized there's like a chalk drawing of the Sylveon. Whereas the English one, it's not that noticeable just because of how much the text takes up the screen. But I always thought this art was really cute. It's just Sylveon giving out like cupcakes. All right, guys, that's it for part 1. Thank you for watching. Just going to cut the video here. We're going to switch over to part 2. This time, I'm going to have a little bit more information on the cards that I open. So, once again, thank you all very much for watching. Appreciate the views. I appreciate the support. And I'll see you guys in part 2.